right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I think I get recapping BTX a little bit, okay? And I won't spend too much time on it, but I did a 3-hour webinar in the SteadyTrade Team on Friday. If you want to get in there, I did a 3-hour webinar in the morning. I did a half an hour webinar in the afternoon. Spent 90% of the time breaking down BTX and why to care. And here's the thing. Listen, whether you traded BTX or not, I'm not saying you should have made, $50 a share. But the biggest point I'm trying to make is, look at BTX basically every day last week. Anytime this thing broke the previous day's high, anytime it broke the pre-market high, anytime it held VWAP and spiked in the close. Look at it on Tuesday. Look at Tuesday. Spikes early, consolidates, breaks late. Wednesday, dip and rip. Thursday did nothing. But then Friday goes red to green, spikes into the close. Squeezes in after hours. It's not quantity, man. And listen, VXRT was another one. OCGN from last week. They're all the same recipe at the end of the day. And if you focus on the patterns, man, and again, I know a lot of you guys yelled at me forever about the ebook. The ebook's out. It's freaking $18 for now, So anyway, let's get to work. Twitter, is it looking good? Asked Joe. I don't know. I think Twitter's struggling, isn't it? Joe. Well, I'm assuming Joe is trolling me. I'm going to take it. So Twitter was an earnings loser last week. It's 30 cents green on the day. So I'm assuming Joe is a Twitter troll and trolling me by asking about Twitter. Short it, man. Short this thing. I think Twitter's, and I've said this forever, Twitter's in trouble, man. In trouble unless they change their ways. Short, swing short. And again, it's like they can redeem themselves, but this censorship stuff. And remember, this is not partisan. Okay, I don't talk politics here. I'm looking for trade opportunities. But, the stuff that Twitter is doing is sketchy, man. Sketchy. VXRT, pre-market news. Yeah, they had earnings, didn't they? Yeah, so earnings loser. Possible red to green. So, don't try and guess bottoms. So, VXRT, awesome last week. So far, earnings loser. Possible afternoon, red to green. Don't try and pick bottoms. Trade strength. It's 2021. Garrett asked about OCGN. Yeah, this has been our number one, well, not number one, but top watch every day for about, 3 weeks now? When did OCGN first? So OCGN first gapped up 2 weeks ago. Man, this thing looks like it wants all-time highs. So morning dip and rip, afternoon VWAP holds. Again, OCGN, top 2 patterns out of the book. Morning dip and rips. Afternoon VWAP holds. Cynical J asks about AHT. Why did this go on Friday? I tell you what, with BTX and RHE and VXRT and OCGN, I never saw AHAT. Is there any news here? Nothing jumping out at me news-wise. And it's higher float. So I would say this. I think there's better out there. Now I always give myself a way out. Okay. Listen, it's 2021. Okay. And I know I said that in 2020 as well. I mean, any stock can go up, but I say there's better out there when you got a higher float stock that I don't see any news on. Now, there might be news out there. So, higher float and no news. I think there is better out there. So, HCMC. No OTC, no liquidity. You mentioned POWW a few weeks ago. So yeah, POWW is a guns and ammo play. It spiked up big on Friday, but no news. Caleb. So listen, POWW, I do like this as a swing trade. Guns and ammo has been hot. Not to pick on you, Caleb, but 720 to 750. That's not a big spike in our world. Now, I would set an alert over 8. If this breaks 8, I think you got a good low risk swing trade. But that's not a big spike in our world. Set alerts over 8 for guns and ammo swing idea. And again, remember, I don't talk politics here, but if you're paying attention, you know that there's a lot of, rumbling about gun control. I mean, listen, read the news. I shouldn't even have to tell you guys this. Okay, I shouldn't have to tell you this. But you should all know the business news. I yell at you all the time. Quit watching sports. Quit watching the Kardashians, okay? Quit watching My 800-Pound Life, okay? Watch stuff that can help make you money. None of that's going to help make you money. That being said, all of you should know gun sales are through the freaking roof. Every week, every month, they go higher. Ammo sales are exploding. There you go. I shouldn't have to tell any of you that. You should all know that. If you're actively trading stocks and you don't know that, go away. Get off my stream. SPCB, no volume. Steve asked about POWW over 8. I agree with that. What about Mark? Mark is probably dead, isn't it? Yeah. Who cares about Mark? QNTA. OTC, no liquidity and pre. So, that being said, I'm going to take a quick peek at breaking news. Oh, SPCB does have an HC Wainwright upgrade, but only a $2 price target. So somebody asking about SPCB. Remember, HC Wainwright is the sketchiest of the sketch, and it's only a $2 price target. How about LTRX? Lantronix is still around? No way! Lantronix still exists? Man, I used to install Lantronix stuff like in high school. They're still around. No kidding. Wow. Man. I mean, like in the 80s, and I'm not joking, in the 80s and early 90s, Lantronix they were the badass networking gear. I didn't know they were still around. It's a breakout over 6, but just such a boring stock. So, what about HOFV? I'll admit I had higher hopes for the NFT plays. All the NFT plays kind of did nothing. So, Clove high today. So, I don't know. HOFV, whatever. Don't forget about Clove. Heavily shorted. So, so what's my watch list? I'm going to move on. I got to get breakfast. BTX still on watch. VXRT, red to green. OCGN. Clove is definitely on my radar. RHE. I'm surprised nobody asked about RHE. I mean, why didn't anybody ask about RHE? I have failed. It's 1.5 million float squeezed up on Friday. Why is nobody asking about RHE? Anyway, top dip and rip over 10 for me. So really, at the end of the day, my watch list is basically the same as last week. BTX, RHE, OCGN, VXRT. And that's about it. Focus on low floats, float rotation. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.